Hello, how are you? My name is Cricket. I'm also known as Chow Yun Smut, and this is the Corner Booth. This is the online equivalent of your favorite late night eatery during bar rush in the Corner Booth, hanging out with the best friends that maybe you've never met. We talk about everything from uh, pop culture to poop knives, from Rochambeau to religion, everything except inter-channel or creator drama and politics. Those are the only two subjects that are off the table. Everything else is available to be discussed. And apparently, Amazon is not still broken, which is great because that means the internet is not still broken. I went live last night, or I thought I did, and it didn't work out. But it was kind of an important message. I'm still pretty messed up. I'm not gonna lie. Hello, Bilf. Hello, Sergeant Fanny Cake. It's good to see the both of you. Um, I'm gonna be leaving here on Friday and heading down to the Minneapolis St. Paul metro area. Y'all already knew that that was happening. Oh, good God. I just tried to fix it and now it won't fix. So now I have to fix it full on. Hi. Her. I has it. Um my y'all know about my bestie and y'all know about her dog, Elvira. Elvira is 70 pounds of nothing but muscle, pure pit bull muscle. And she loves people and she hates other animals. So if she sees something, she's going to go after it. And when Bestie had her on a walk night before last, um, dog bolted at something and took down my bestie in a way that I can only describe as devastating. Hello, antics of a mama squirrel. Good to see you, sweetheart. Been a while. Bestie was moved from the ER to a trauma center, and she was moved because the ER where she was didn't have the the ability to care for her in the way that she needed to be cared for. Bestie went down, blessedly zero head injury, which honestly, I don't even know how she managed to not get any head injury. However, she did incur what is known as a flail chest wound. She broke 4 ribs, and each of those ribs are broken in multiple places. In the morning, she will be having surgery to try to reattach those ribs with titanium. And I tried to tell y'all about this last night. But because the internet was broken, I couldn't. I thought I had at least scheduled something and it didn't work. So it was kind of an entire mess. But yeah, Bestie could use, yeah, G's is right, Bilf. It's it's really a lot. It's, "Oh, good, I'm after 5 minutes." It's a fucking lot because a broken rib is one thing. 4 broken ribs is another thing. 4 broken ribs and each of those ribs being broken in multiple pieces, enough to call it a flail wound. If you look up flail chest wound, you're gonna find a lot of information, and that's what Bestie is going through right now. Thank you, Antics. Thank you, Mama Squirrel. I appreciate you. This is why dogs should carry liability insurance. They've been freeloading for too long. I know, and they live rent free. Sergeant Fanny Cake, I keep replaying the Elvira story from the beginning because my brain is refusing to understand it. She wasn't doing it to be mean to my bestie. She was just trying to go after something and yanked the bestie off balance. That's the best I have for it. And I am powerless here and flailing. I know that Elvira meant no ill will toward her human. I know that for a fact. Absolute certainty. She was just trying to go after something because that's her nature. It's what she's bred to do. Pit bulls are hunters. I know she didn't mean to hurt her person. She loves her people. She loves all people. She just doesn't tolerate other animals. And so she probably saw another animal and bolted and brought the bestie down in a really, really harmful way. And I've been messed up about it since I learned about it. I got all of my 6,000 steps in by like 2 o'clock this afternoon because of the amount of pacing and everything that I've been doing. Um, I've just, but I've been having a lot of conversation with her husband, and the troops have been rallied, and she's going to be taken care of. Like, I had already planned to be there on Friday. Now I'm going to be there earlier than I had planned. Still on Friday because I can't make it happen sooner. But people down in her area um are helping as well. The troops have been rallied. We take care of our own. This is what we do. But yeah, I'm not going to lie and say that I'm okay because I'm not. This is what happens when these dogs load up on PEDs and get swole at the gym. We need regular P tests. You know what? Bilf, I can tell you that this dog has, she's actually not had anything crazy. When they adopted her, she was an absolute meatball because she was owned by a person who was in a wheelchair, who couldn't walk her, she couldn't get the proper exercise, and now she's getting the proper exercise. She's slimmed down by, uh, damn near half her body weight. The difficulty is that now she's just pure muscle, and she's so strong. Um, and again, when it comes to people, she is nothing but love. Maybe really aggressive love, because that's how she is, but I think they're gonna have to find a way to get her trained. I don't know what we're gonna do to take care of the bestie when the bestie comes home. She's having surgery tomorrow. They're gonna keep her for a day or 2 in hospital. Um, I don't I'm not real sure how we're gonna keep the dog off of her when she comes home. Thank you, Bilf. Thank you for the levity because I freaking need it, and I think you know that. Um, the very first time that I felt this way, I was a teenager. Bestie and I met when I was 11 and she was 13. And it was almost immediate that we started finishing each other's sentences. And then a few years later, she got really sick. She thought she had a cold. She was drinking like Carnation instant breakfast because she couldn't be bothered to actually eat, but she knew she needed some kind of nourishment, and Carnation instant breakfast was kind of the thing. No shade to Carnation instant breakfast, but um her mouth was so dry that her tongue would crack and bleed. And they brought her to the hospital in the town in Wisconsin that I will not name because I don't wish to shame them. And they said they didn't take a urine sample, they didn't take a blood test, they took a throat culture and said, "Oh, well, you've got some kind of a bug that's going around. Go home and take some Advil, you'll be fine. Drink a lot of fluids." And then she went home and slept for almost 48 hours straight. She was supposed to go and visit a friend of hers in Iowa. She got up, she managed to put on some makeup, and then she got in the car and fell asleep again. And while they were on the road, her mom realized this is not fucking okay. And so they turned around and they went back. And this time they went to Duluth to a different hospital. And the nurses in triage took one look at my bestie and said, "Do you know whether or not she's diabetic?" And her mom said, "No, I don't. She's never, I mean, her grandpa is, but other she's never." And they looked at her and went, "Yeah, now you do." Her blood sugar at that point, standard blood sugar for a human is between 80 and 120. That's a healthy blood sugar level for people. Hers was 1700. She was in a diabetic coma. I am grateful forever to her mom for putting me on the list as my bestie's sister so that I could, "Hey T, good to see you." Um, so that I could go and visit her in the ICU, because without that, I wouldn't have been able to. And I got the phone call. Well, mom got the phone call and she woke me up, and I ran to the hospital to hang out with the bestie because I was panicking that I was going to lose her. This last 36 hours has had that same panic. I had to go and have my own physical today and have my own chats with my doctor and everything else, and in the background the whole time it's been, holy shit, what is going on? How can I help? What can I do? I'm flailing. I have nothing. There's nothing. There's fuck all I can do. So I understand feeling powerless when somebody that you love is going through some shit and you can't be there. Because that's where I'm at right now. And I'm doing the best that I can. We're all reaching out to people that we know in the area. We're reaching out to friends. We're figuring out what we can do. I can't be there until Friday. Her husband leaves for a work trip on Thursday, and he is wrecked about it. Like, I spent some time conversing with him one-on-one tonight because my main goal has been, other than getting information, which he set up a group chat with a bunch of us, um, and we've been working with the logistics. But I texted him privately and was like, "Hey, I need to know how you're doing because that's important. I need to check in with you." And he's riddled with guilt, and he's sad, and he's repentant, and he's upset. And watching his beloved wife of 20 years going through this shit is really hard for him. And this is not a person who is largely demonstrative of things. And so him even saying this stuff to me is huge, and I recognize it. But we've had a conversation tonight, and again, my main goal was to check in on him because the majority of it, yes, is happening to Bestie, but she's in really good hands. And he is floating out there. He doesn't have a team of people taking care of him, checking in on him. And he has to leave for work on Thursday to go out of the country. And he was weighing the options of whether or not he was going to go. And his wife, my bestie, was like, "You better go." She wasn't giving him any choice. She was like, "No, you're going. Stop it." And I'm glad that she did, because the rest of us, he sent out a text to the group chat like, "You guys, I don't want to go. This is what I'm faced with. Bestie wants me to go, has insisted that I go, but you know how she is." Of course, we know how she is, but we're also going to stand by you. You have to do your job. And now that she's going to be out of commission, so she can't do her job, you better do that fucking job. Sergeant Fanny Cake, new fear unlocked. My sister is getting a golden retriever puppy. She says she understands that it's much bigger and heavier than her previous dogs, and yes, it's her first hunting dog. Oh my gosh. No, no, Sergeant Fanny Cake, Goldens are an entirely different thing from pit bulls. They're a whole different everything from pit bulls. Sergeant Fanny Cake, your sister is going to be fine. Goldens are amazing, amazing dogs, and she's going to have a great time. Especially if it's a puppy. Good God. Golden retriever puppies are adorable. No, let her make it happen. Sunshines. My little corn cake. Hi. Yadira. Hi, sweet pea. It's good to see you too. So yeah, I tried to tell you guys all of this last night, but apparently the internet was not interneting. And so I was absent for a night, and that's not something that can be helped. But I did my best. And I know that I went on late tonight, but again, I'm doing what I can. I did my physical today. um I haven't seen my doctor in 14 months, but it was really good to see him. The visit went really well. We are able to have conversations. We get each other. We can joke with each other now, and I love that. Um, he heard my concerns. He listened to my babble, and he replied appropriately. I didn't get a flu shot because I don't rock with flu shots, y'all. I've gotten one flu shot in my entire life, and that one was right before I went to Korea. But let's get physical, physical. I wanna get physical, physical. Yes, girl. Let me hear your body talk, your body talk. I remember that song. Hell yes, I do. I don't get flu shots because by the time they formulate them, the flu has already um what's the word I'm looking for? It's not migrated. Mutated. That's the word. The flu has already mutated. And so, I mean, honestly. But I did, and I have my little bandage here to prove it, which is already coming off, apparently. Um, but I love that my doctor's nurse didn't give me a standard bandage. She gave me a little cutie cute bandage with little kitties that look somewhat angry and like, "Why?" But yeah, I did get a pneumonia vaccine. And he has recommended that I should get a COVID booster, and I'm okay with that. I can get that at the Walgreens right on the corner. So I will do that. Um I am trying to keep myself from getting sick. We had a great conversation. I started a brand new drug today that will help in theory, will help my metabolism, which has been napping for the last number of years since I had my internal 3D printer removed, and am no longer taking any kind of medication that makes me gain at least 30 pounds the second I open the bottle. Um, it will help boost my metabolism, and between that and the walking, I'm gonna actually be able to lose weight. And it's not a GLP-1 because A, the GLP-1s are not covered by anybody's fucking insurance pretty much ever. And B, do not address the challenges that I face. I am not a person who eats a whole lot. I will forget about eating for an entire day. If you've spent time with me, you will know that. I I don't eat a whole lot. I don't consume a whole lot of food. But because my metabolism has decided to play fucking Rip Van Winkle, everything that I do eat winds up converting itself to fat despite how active I might be. But I pulled up my little Samsung Health thing, and yeah, he had gotten 15,000 steps already by the time that we had our little appointment. But you know what, bro? It's only showing, unless you go into each one and look at them, it'll only show you that I met the goal of 6,000 steps. It doesn't show you how far I surpassed the goal. And perhaps I didn't emphasize that, but I've been getting a lot of freaking steps in, yo. Um, And I've been doing what I can, and I have free weights here, and I have been using them. And I've also been hefting fucking boxes and trying to get myself unpacked and all the other things. But in any case, the physical went well. I had a great conversation with the doc. And also, his new office is like 4 blocks away from where I live now. So he got moved to this office, and I thought, "Oh, shit snacks. This is gonna be a pain in the ass," and then I wound up moving out here, so not a pain in the ass, actually perfect, and I love that. "Hello, shut up, Matt. Good to see ya." Also, Sunshines, now I'm gonna be having that fucking song stuck in my head. Thank you. CO Bilf also rejects global flu shot pyramid scheme. Fair enough. Um, yeah. So it's it's been a hell of a day. But even though mom and I don't get to go to Olive Garden, even though I'm leaving town on Friday, Um, I haven't gotten as much done here as I would like before I leave, but I still have Jelly Bean here, and he is the sweetest. Um, he's such a good boy. He was mad at me for being gone all day. I hope that I've given him enough loves and pets and belly rubs and everything to make up for it. He's sleeping right now, but he's stretched out and he has his back to me. But I think I'm okay. Um Either way, I'm leaving on Friday. I've gotten my physical and I'm going to be spending a good part of the morning when I wake up worried about the bestie coming out of her surgery. Um, so if you have any extra good juju, any positive energy, any prayers, whatever you have, please send it to the Minneapolis St. Paul metro area. She's in St. Paul and she's having her surgery in the morning. Please send your positive juju to my bestie in whatever form it takes. Because she really needs it. And I haven't been this afraid for her since I was 11. Or since I was, no, we met when I was 11. I was 15. She was 17 when she discovered that she had diabetes by going into a diabetic coma. And I haven't been this afraid for her since then. So any energy that you can send towards St. Paul in the morning or right now. Her husband says that he doesn't know if they're keeping her sedated. The good news is that she had a nasal cannula for oxygen yesterday, but she didn't have it today. So I'm assuming she doesn't need as much support. Frequently with flail wounds, they will put in a respirator to help with breath support. So I'm hoping that that's a good sign. And he said that he doesn't know whether or not she's being kept sedated, but he does know that she's getting the really good painkillers. And I love that for her. So, Shut Up Maz says, I had flu shots free of charge, boosters and all appropriate vaccines, and paracetamol when needed. So now I'm super autistic. Fuck yeah, shut up, Matt. Thank you, Bill, for the postulates for successful surgery. Thank you. Hello, Eric Levitt. Thank you, Sergeant Fanny Cake. One's for everyone except flu viruses. Fair. But did you know bird is the word? Yes, I actually was aware that bird is the word. Bill says my family is up in my grill about getting insurance, a physical, etc. There are PTS to the psychs. Okay. Eric Levitt says I had the COVID shot back in 2020 and I haven't been sick in 5 years. Good for you. I've had, I don't know if it's 4 or 5 right now, COVID shots, boosters, whatever. I'm going to take them. And if it means I grow a third eye or a spare arm, or it suddenly enables like 7G, I'm here for the extra boosted digital coverage. So, whatever. Just fucking bring it. The biggest fear in USA hospitals is the copay and or the charge for the ambulance. Um, Shut up, Matt. You have no idea. It's well beyond a copay. It's it's the deductible. First and foremost, it's the deductible. Copays are largely negligible. The deductible is first and foremost, and then you worry about the charge for the ambulance. But it's the deductible. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. It's I'm not going to lie that it's been a rough 36-ish hours for me, and I'm not even directly affected. I'm not my bestie, and I'm not her husband. Um but I've been a freaking mess for the last 36 hours. And like I said, I tried to tell you about it last night, and the internet was not allowing me to do so. Kimberly Gabaldon, good to see you. And you know what? Fuck yeah. We need a Xena Marlene. Yeah. It's been a motherfucker for the last quite a bit of time. Not gonna lie. But also have no reason to lie because you guys are awesome. I love my boothies, and I know that I can come here with the stuff that's raw, and you guys are, y'all are going to support me. And I will always support you and hold space for you. And I love that we have this community. Y'all are the best. So thank you. Things won't always be this heavy. They just won't. But right now they are. I'm waiting for my best friend, the person with whom I share a brain. We finish each other's sentences and have done for more than 40 years. I'm waiting for her to be put back together with titanium. That's a lot. But the other thing that's super important is night meds. Take your night meds. It's a modern pharmacology. Night meds. Time for night meds. They can help your physiology. Take them well before you go to sleep. They work while you're busy counting sheep. When you take your night meds, it's a happy, healthy snooze time. A snory snooze time. You'll have a sleepy time. Night meds. Remember to sip first so the things don't stick. Shut up, Matt. You thought that Choo Choo was my co-brainer. Choo Choo is hashtag not actually my kid. Hashtag, but actually my kid. Choo Choo refers to Bestie as Nana. There we go. Thank you, Kimberly. And thank you for all the ones as well. I appreciate you so much. How's Siloe? Silewe? I never know if I'm pronouncing her name correctly, but how is she doing? Is she better? Is she working through it? Was she egg-bound? Just let me know if she's okay. I hope that she's okay. We do have a song here from Shut Up Matt, and my phone is fully charged, so I can start charging my laptop. Let me find this song here from Shut Up Matt. Ooh, Captain Sensible. All right.
Happy talking, happy talk. Talk about things you'd like to do. You got to have a stream. If you don't have a stream, how you gonna make a dream come true? Talk about the moon floating in the sky, looking like a lily on a lake. Talk about our cricks streaming from the booth, making all the music she can make. Happy talking, happy talk. Talk about things you like to do. You got to have a stream. If you don't have a stream, how you gonna make a dream come true?
Thank you, Shut Up Matt. It's funny because you mentioned Captain Sensible, and I was thinking, there's a turkey in the house, get it out. Get it out of the house, it's turkey house, get it out. Jesus, Kim, I'm so sorry. Kimberly, I don't know what you prefer. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. Jesus. Fuck. Was it that she was egg-bound? Or did something else happen? She was such a pretty girl. I am so sorry. Fuck. Yeah, today I guess is just that day. It might be Taco Tuesday, but today is a fucked up day. Thank you, Eric Levitt and Shut Up Matt and Sergeant Fanny Cake for sending out that love to Kimberly Gabaldon. She deserves it. Kim is the usual. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I try my best to respect people's name preferences. I mean, with a name like Cricket, it affords me maybe some extra empathy. But yeah, okay, Kim is the usual. I will remember that. Thank you. But also, I'm so sorry, sweetheart. I'm so sorry that Siloe had to go study abroad. I'm so sorry. Fuck. No, something else blocked her. I sent you a pic of her. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Kim. Now I'm worried I messed up with my song choice. No, no. No, no. Shut up, Matt. You did not. You did not. You sent your song choice 2 days ago. I would have played it last night, but the internet's was fucked because apparently there's a monopoly on how we can make the internet work, and Amazon, whatever the fuck, AWS is ruling over it. I would have played it last night, and this whole issue with Silhouette wouldn't have been a thing, and I would have only been minorly stressed about the bestie because I didn't know truly the extent of her injuries. You did not mess up with your song choice, Matt. You did not. So stop that right now. Please, please. I implore you. You did not mess up. Do not, do not mess yourself up about it. Don't. I mean that. Don't do it. Anyway, young, I've reminded you to take your meds. I've told you about what's going on in my world. Do y'all have anything to tell me about what's happening in your world? Because it's important. It's not all about me. It's never all about me. This is the corner booth. We talk about all of our shit. We've talked about Silhouette. Eric says, I heard a lot of the Amazon services were down on Monday. Yeah. Yeah, they were. And they were down when everything was jacked up when I was trying to go live last night. And it fucked me up big time, Eric. Not gonna lie. I was sitting here throughout my whole stream going, why are there no viewers? Because normally, right here on my screen, because I'm going through Restream, right? But right up here, okay, so here I've got 720p. Here it tells me how long I've been live. And here it tells me how many people are watching. The whole time I was live, it was the number of people that were watching, that little graphic wasn't there. And when I talked to Dawn Gloves, she said, yeah, I didn't get a notification that you went live and I can't see the replay. And when I looked tonight in my YouTube stats, it didn't show up at all. The whole thing was jacked up yesterday. Everything was fucked up and I don't feel good about it. I don't like it. I don't like that there is such a monopoly here going on, that one company that started as an online bookstore now has control over all of the fucking everything. Sergeant Fanny Cake says, I was moving chili plants into bigger and brand new pots. Why does my back hurt? Really? You have to ask? Because you were moving things. How old are you? If you're over 40, the answer is because you're over 40. You wake up, your back hurts. Welcome to life. Shut up, Matt says, BRB, wife calling. All right. Hello, wifey. We love wifey. But yeah, no, I tried to tell all y'all about this yesterday. And I cut it really short because it felt like I was talking to no one. There was no one watching. Of course, they were very small plants, honey, but that's how it works. They're small plants, and it's a small amount of soil, and yet you're moving them, which is physical exertion, and you're lifting. Are you lifting with your legs, or are you lifting with your back? Sometimes you just think about lifting, and your back goes, nope. So, I don't know what to tell you, except if you're over 40, if you're 40 and over, which is the vast majority of people who watch my channel, honestly. Um, if chronic pain hasn't been your jam since you were a teenager, like it has mine, um, if you've been doing physical labor, your back's gonna hurt. No matter how minimal. Literally, I have thrown out my back to the point of not being able to function simply by picking up a couple of cassette tapes from the floor. That tells you how old I am because cassette tapes were still a thing. But yeah, I've trashed myself out over a couple of cassette tapes and needed actual medication for it. So that's why it happens. I think it was sitting on the bathroom floor while trying to not get soil everywhere. That girl, yes. 100%. 100%. Also, I know I just started the weight loss drug today, but why does it feel like this is looking thinner? I feel like I already look slimmer tonight, which is weird, right? I don't know what to say. I'm not here to fat shame anybody, including myself, but I'm digging that it kind of looks like I have a jawline. Kinda. Not totally. Anyway, y'all, nobody's been really forthcoming about things that are going on in their lives except Sergeant Fanny Cake and Kimberly Gabaldon. Kim Gabaldon. Trying to remember the emphasis on the last syllable of your last name. We've been going almost an hour. I should probably be a responsible placebo effect. There's no face. Hey, bro. How you doing? What? You don't think the chin looks a little bit more pointy? Kim, thank you. My face does look more defined. Thank you. I appreciate that. Maybe it's just the light setting that I have going on here, but I don't know. I did not say gavel dong, no face, you filthy heathen. I'm gonna get out of here. I haven't slept enough. I've walked too much. There's been so much agita in the last 36 hours. But I appreciate all of y'all. And I am so happy that the internet is finally fucking working again. Hooray! I am also really appreciative for my doctor, I have to say. He actually listens. He pays attention. He's a good guy. Sergeant Fanny Cake, I think it's been getting more defined for a while. You just haven't been paying attention. That's possible. That's possible. I won't rule it out. I'm really appreciative for my doctor. I'm really appreciative that I got to hang out with my mom and eat homemade chili tonight. We won't be able to go to Olive Garden until I get back from New York State. Bestchester. And I'm not sure when exactly that's going to be. But I had homemade chili and we had a lovely evening. And I'm just going to be spending the next few days until I get down there and can lay eyes on her, freaked out about my bestie. And I think that anybody who's had a bestie can understand where I'm at. But I love y'all. And I am so happy that everybody showed up. Please hit the like or the dislike, whichever you choose. I'm not trying to get married. I'm just here for the engagement. Check to see if you're still subscribed. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. I would appreciate it. It's fast, it's free, and it is painless. And I love that most of all. Because life is pain, princess. Anyone who tells you differently is trying to sell you something. Hit that notification bell and select all so you know every single time my random ass decides to go live. And that's happening more and more often these days. Thank you so much, No Face, for telling me you think I'm looking great. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, do all the YouTubey things. Right now, it's one more for the road. Xenu. Whoa, whoa, whoa. One more sip ought to get it off brand chips. I'ma crunch it. One more for the road. Be well. Sleep sweet. Stay safe. Watch out for deer. Tell the people in your life that you love them, because tomorrow is not promised. I will be back here tomorrow. I can't say same bug time, but I can definitely say same bug channel. You're down the shop. Anybody want anything? Shut up, Matt. That's very sweet. Right now, I think I could probably use with some Lemsip because I'm a little scratchy. But other than that, I think I'm good. Thank you. Thanks for asking. I'll be back here tomorrow. Later today. Have a fantastic whenever it is, wherever you are. Until I see you again, peace to you.